Hello, and we are live for lunchtime with Kathleen and Emily. I am Emily Bolton. I am a certified public accountant and a certified tax coach, here with my partner, Kathleen Packard. Say hello, Kathleen.
Hi. Glad to have you all here today and glad to be back after a little pause in the action. But it was not a pause in our action. We were off getting more info to bring to you, which is very exciting.
Yeah, and we we certainly learned an awful lot, and that is probably best not to try to keep the hangouts going live while we're off location, if you will. The Wi-Fi connections, we were not able to have consistent Wi-Fi connections, so we weren't able to keep our hangout commitments as we had hoped to be able to do. Plus, we were on the go so much, before we knew it, we were out of time. Right,
Yeah,
Kathleen?
that time is just so precious when you are away at something like that because you have connections with people that you haven't seen or new people that you're meeting, and it just all is just one thing right after another, but all of it is so amazing to grow as to what you have to offer, grow in your thinking, grow in so many ways when you are at events. It's something that if you are connected with a company, no matter who the company is, if they're doing an event and you're a part of it, you definitely should be there.
Absolutely, absolutely. We were away at the Wake Up Now National Convention, and had an amazing opportunity to, one, have a house that we had rented with other team members, and also someone, pretty much upline of us, senior member of the team, if you will. But we were also able to host a gathering, a pre-convention gathering with some of the highest members of our team, and be able to just connect, network, speak about ourselves, about what our visions are, hear their visions, and really just meet a lot of folks. Very, very valuable time. This is business building, but on the social side of things. So there were... Go ahead, Kathleen.
Yeah, absolutely. When you do that sort of thing, especially in those social gatherings, you get to know who that person really is. Because people can put on different personas, but when you are in a social setting, in a private setting, where everybody is very relaxed, you have a better chance of really seeing who those people truly are. So that is a huge plus.
Yeah,
if you come back feeling like, yeah, either you come back feeling like, yes, this is, I'm in the right team, or maybe you come back feeling like, yeah, maybe not, But for us, it was an amazing team building process.
Yeah, we were really, really blessed because having, I don't know, how many people do you think we had in the house for the pre-convention gathering?
Probably throughout that time period, there were probably 50 at minimum that came and went.
Yeah, I was. That's what I was going to say, and I'm thinking, maybe that's a little too high. But no, I think I really, honestly, I think I do think it's that much. We were really blessed that we had bought a bunch of food. We had one of our teammates who's an awesome cook, so he did a lot of grilling, and it just seemed as though it kept multiplying because the food seemed to go and go, and people were bringing some drinks and things. So it really It really just seemed to cover the evening, and it was full body. I think what I liked a lot, Kathleen, was the fact that there were spouses there. And being in the presence of teammates, uplines, things of that nature, but in a very casual, relaxed place, being able to discern vibes, or just be able to be in the presence of someone, I think is enables you to really discern the person better, in support of what you were saying a little while ago about really coming to know them better, and speaking to their spouses, being able to interact. And sometimes there's children, although there weren't children there, but in the past I've been where children have been involved, and that's great too, because then you can see some parenting style going on. And I think it's important if you're in business and you're associated with people. I know you highly, as I do, integrity and congruency with the person, their message, and who they are is really important to us. So these kinds of gatherings really allow for us to discern that, right?
Yeah, and I think one of the things that amazed me about, because we had a lot of people coming in that we didn't know, that were invited by our teammates because they were in their organization. But I think one of the things that truly amazed me was how they came in and introduced themselves. They would go around and individually say, "Hi, and this is my name." And I don't know of any other type of social gathering that happened in that sort of way, where it was so forthcoming. And these were, younger teammates that just knew to introduce themselves, because they're coming in to somebody's private residence, and because they had been texted or something that, there was a gathering going on, and to be so gracious as to acknowledge themselves, not just take it for granted. That says a lot for the people that we attract into this industry and the professionalism that comes along with it.
Yeah, I agree with that, because it was cab loads of people who were coming in, and it was really just a reception line almost. So, and they would come in and they would go around, shake hands, and introduce themselves, and it was really, really cool. I mean, really, it was the next day when I had realized that there were like mini videos being done reporting on the event that was happening around the house. I know I was taking some pictures myself and being able to just kind of post the action and be able to look around and see different people engaged in conversation. It doesn't happen every day like that. And I thought that was a lot of foresight on our team's part to get that house together. It was a fantastic house. It was a former bed and breakfast. It was a Victorian house, many rooms that were kind of like mini hotel rooms, but I think it was 6 bedrooms with their own private bathroom suites. So, but yeah, that was a beautiful bed and breakfast house to have available and to open up to a lot of our associates, people we've never met before, but certainly even some we've met online, but some we've not met at all, not even online, who now we are connected with. That was what was really cool. The smartphones were coming out and people were making friend requests that whole evening. So yeah, we really made out like bandits. I thought that was a fantastic thing to do. But I wanted to be able to talk about some of the amazing news that was coming out of the Wake Up Now's national convention. So I thought that was, if we can kind of somewhat critically report on some of that, because it's quite a bit of a buzz. I noticed on a website that reports, business for home, and they report on industry news and keeps tabs on things in the industry, had reported that, let's see, Wake Up Now introduces new products, stock doubles in a single day. Interesting article that they had. It's posted on my Facebook page, and we could put a link here as well. So there's some hype. There's some action happening, because Wake Up Now is a publicly traded corporation, and apparently there's some excitement, some buzz going on. What were some of the things you were hearing about, or what would you like to start with, Kathleen?
Well, I think one of the biggest thing is that, they came out with WUN Fit, which is a healthy lifestyle line of products that are all food-based, without synthetics, that give natural energy, natural enzymes, natural nutrients into your diet. And for those people that not only want to lose weight, but for those people who are into the fitness part of things. And it just created this immense amount of buzz because of it being all natural, without all the synthetics and all the other things that your body cannot assimilate. And that was the whole thing, was that, you know, it isn't just taking the food in, it's being to assimilate that food. And so you could, you know, to have somebody there that could explain that, the difference and the process that the body goes through, because this was a doctor that has gone all over the world sharing information about healthy living and been involved with products to create healthy lifestyle. And you know how he shared about the difference between being a vegan and a vegetarian and a home. I was trying to think what the word was that he used. That he homo. Do you remember the third word?
No, no, I'm sorry.
It's who we are, that we need protein in our diets. Not a lot, but we do need protein. We need these natural foods in our diets. So I just found the whole thing very interesting, and for me, very excited about it, because I do like to live a healthy lifestyle and to take care of my body. And I run a salon, so people are looking for that green effect. They want products without all those added chemicals and synthetics, because it is healthier. People tend to forget that their largest organ of their body is their skin, and that's where a lot of your excretion comes from. It's what protects your body. It's your heat regulator. It's everything that you need to maintain life, and we need to take care of that. And so people are becoming a much more educated society in how to take care of their body. They are no longer going to be able to be fooled with being told to take something that isn't healthy anymore.
Yeah, there was a lot of buzz about that product line, the WUN Fit product line. And relative to baby boomers, that's a focus. I think the independent business owners, a lot of excitement, one, because they see themselves as users, you know, to be able to have this product line themselves and to be able to earn commission off that volume. So that was exciting for them. But also, too, that this is a product line that they, as marketers, would love to be involved in, and of course, because that baby boomer population is huge, and that's where the money is, and that's where the most amount of money affordability is. The ability to spend is certainly in that demographic, and so this is really it's a fitness oriented, certainly weight loss and performance, and we certainly saw in Utah, my goodness, all the bike riders, right? So bicyclists going up and down those hills when we did our day trips. Wow. So
very much into fitness. Very much.
Very much. So I heard a lot of buzz about that people were really excited for personal use, but also now to have that be a component of their business. So a lot of excitement about that. There was also another aspect, and I wanted to kind of go into that. That was a couple of different things, but the social distribution network. Wow. The concept that Kirby Cochran brought forth was quite electrifying. Did you catch any buzz on that?
Oh, you bet. I mean, that was probably the most exciting thing with the changes that have taken place within Wake Up Now. It's combined regular, like retail, as some of the bigger companies that you see online, with traditional network marketing to form this social distribution network, which is, they are pioneering a whole new territory that is going to be amazing, because one of the big things behind all this is because people know about multiple streams of income. They want multiple streams of income. And now this gives them that opportunity within one company.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
that was what also got people very, very excited.
Yeah, that was quite a buzz, because not everyone is comfortable with the whole biz op selling type thing. Not everybody wants a business opportunity in the sense of going out and finding other people that want a biz op. But here, with the product line, there are a number of folks who are homebound, if you will, home-oriented, and they really love shopping and buying in deals. So that whole deal stream kind of thing, where they can have a home-based business, be very, introverted, and be able to post online these bargains and the shopping opportunities, and kind of be their own little mini Amazons, if you will, and create an income stream from that. So you're absolutely right, multiple streams of income. And for some independent business owners, they're going to be thrilled with being able to earn commission off of the hub products, either the Wake Up Now products, or the just the hub shopping and the deal shopping. I think that I heard quite a bit of excitement about that for folks that, oh, that really appeals to me. I love to shop. And to be able to post those kinds of links out there and earn commissions off of it, that's quite an opportunity for folks. And so that was exciting to hear. And there was also the Success Academy. What do you think of that?
Oh, that is so very, very exciting, and especially not only for people that have been in this for a while, because everybody's going to want to go through this because of the difference in the thought process of having a social distribution network. And they take marketing and have kind of, like torn it apart and put it back together, and they even have written a book. And to help kind of share a lot of that. I haven't had a chance because of just getting home from it and just getting into the first few pages of it. But some of the teammates that were able to read it are just blown away with the information that is in there that was shared, which leads into this Success Academy that they have offered, where it's telling you and getting you to do step-by-step for 90 days how to get started with your marketing. And they're following through with you right through to the fact of closing the customer for you once you've gotten your leads. So, you're learning a lot. And for somebody totally new in this industry, how much value that is to be able to go through that and learn everything.
Yeah,
that's the last nugget.
Yeah, that is so very important, because one thing that is often lacking is training. And there is training out there, but it's hit or miss. It's quite expensive. You can get a little here, you can get a little there. Wonderful, wonderful training, and some that's just like not good at all.
Misleading.
Right, so it's really hit or miss out there. But for a company to have the identification of a need, and that is they knew they wanted to come in and they into the industry. These are successful businessmen that are business developers. They're not in the network marketing industry prior to this. They are in other industries and successful, and they came in to help build this company up and to turn it into a profitable business venture. But one of the things that they identified immediately was the fact that independent business owners, the marketers themselves, often come in, start up these home-based businesses, do the marketing, but really aren't skilled. They have not learned to to be good at their craft, and unfortunately fall away, feel that they weren't served well, and simply aren't successful. So part of the identification from the very get-go was the need to provide training, a need to have a pathway to develop the skills and to establish a professional atmosphere or a professional business. And I'm I'm just pleased to see that this is inside of Wake Up Now. It is leadership oriented. I'm so glad you showed that book, because the fact of the matter is, it's I love it. I'm just going to lift it up one more time, because it was written by Kirby, Cochran, and I'm not very good at this, as you can see, and Jason Elrod. But it goes on to go from being the lone wolf to building a successful business team. The wolf mentality will help you channel your inner entrepreneur by providing guidelines to select the best possible group of individuals who will work together as a cohesive team. And they coined that teampreneur. I like that, because it's so hard, especially for newbies coming in, and it is a home-based business, and sometimes many of them feel lost. So to be able to create a company culture that is based on team building, becoming a teampreneur, and having that leadership and mentoring training, so as when you do bring in people into the industry, that you can guide them and get them into the skill building that they need, that they can be successful. So it's somewhat like that concept that it takes a village to raise a child. You know, it takes a team to help build up the incoming new individual, or maybe somebody who's been around for a while and hasn't gotten the training. But it takes a team to train up a good professional marketer. What do you think of that?
It absolutely does, and when people work together, you can get so much more done and so much more accomplished. But this leadership, I mean, they are so forward-thinking and moving into this, where the world is going, and how people are reacting and what they want. They're looking so far ahead, and you know, giving the tools, things like this magazine here that they're putting out each month, that can be a coffee table magazine for any office. You can put these around and let people sell themselves. They read about it. They, you know, for me as a business owner, I have clients all the time that want to, you know, they're sitting there, they've got time while they're processing or whatever. They want to pick up a magazine. Well, why not pick up the magazine of the business that you're in?
Yeah.
And let them ask, you know, because that opens up the conversation. It isn't like you're, you know, being the one that has to always be the first. But if they've got something that triggers, you know, a question, then that opens it up for a conversation, an honest conversation.
Yeah, I like that whole building up of a company culture, and that culture, as the magazine title says, it's one. The Wake Up Now life, one life, and it is not. It's broad. It's quite broad. But what I like about that magazine, and I didn't get a chance to fully go through it, is that it really does recognize a multitude of cross sections of individuals who are who have entered the industry, who are promoting Wake Up Now, and their particular stories. And some of these stories are fascinating, and some people are in this full-time and they're professionals, and others are coming in, you know, supplemental income or retirement. I'm trying to think. I didn't get through the magazine. Can you think of any particular stories that are in there? Oh, how about that fella? Wasn't he? Is he in the book? The one that gave blood? to come up with the monies to join?
I'm not sure because I haven't had a chance to read it all, but I love this one here where it says closed on Mondays.
Yeah, we like that one. Nobody, most people do not like Mondays. So it's nice to have your own business and you can decide to be closed on Mondays. That's a good one, Kathleen. That's a good one.
But there's, it's taking real people and where they've come from and how they've built their legacy. You know, they could be partway through, they could be all the way, they're at different stages of their development in this industry. But sharing wisdom, sharing their stories, I just think that's huge for people because there again, it brings that Me Too factor into it, something that people can relate to, something because they're coming from all walks of life.
Yeah, yeah, and what I like about the magazine, or how I see it, is I see it somewhat like our particular lunchtime with Kathleen and Emily. It really is about lifting up individuals who are putting a lot of effort into their craft, putting a lot of effort into their home-based business, putting effort into training other people, into helping people, and I like the fact that they're raising up, that they want a culture of support. They want a culture to teach. And that, I believe, their magazine is now going to also provide opportunities for additional training and teaching. So there'll be articles that will really help grow people. And right, part of the Success Academy, that they're actually going to be hosting a lot of training sessions around the country, right?
Yes, they are. And they're bringing it to the major metropolitan areas around, month by month. I think they're going to have 2 a month in different metropolitan, areas that people can easily get to from wherever their location is, so that you haven't necessarily got to be on the East Coast and travel to the West Coast. They're going to choose places like New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, someplace in Florida, Orlando, and so that you can choose where you want to go for additional trainings, what they call Super Saturdays, to get those. And I think that's something that this industry, I noticed that it is coming to. I noticed there are other companies that are kind of doing that same type of thing. So we're not unique in that way, but it is an advancement to have more training, more places to meet your teammates, with bringing in speakers and people that can help lift you up.
Yeah, because I thought I thought what I had heard was that these are part of the Success Academy trainings, and that they will be in addition to whatever regional types of gatherings are already happening. So what they wanted to do is bring live training to metropolitan areas, and we had seen that map and they had it all lit up, and of course in New York, New Jersey was just one big lit up space, but Dallas, Austin, LA and Seattle or wherever, certainly where there's volumes and volumes of independent business owners. So yeah, my understanding was that was really focused on training, part of the Success Academy, to help these independent business owners, develop their craft.
So yeah, it's they put a lot down for us this weekend in a couple of short days with the speakers that they brought in, with bringing in Eric Ward as a he just is bringing so much professionalism to this whole industry. As he said, it's not perfect, but it's better than most things out there.
Yeah.
But tell me what business isn't a work in progress? You're always trying to make it better. You're always trying to make it more accessible. You're always trying to bring a better way of life to people. And that's
Yeah.
what this industry does. It gives them that opportunity to have an additional stream of income. They get to control, their own destiny, because whatever they put into it is what they will get back out of it. It's a great alternative to not knowing what the economy is going to give you. You get to determine that.
Mm, mm. Yeah, I'm very, very pleased with the level of professionalism. This is absolutely a very professional company, and dedicated with raising up a professional independent business owner culture. And I appreciate that. I happen to, that probably was my best takeaway, just to have that confirmation that they are developing the professionalism inside their corporate culture. So that was mine. What before we go, and we need to wrap this up, what was your favorite takeaway, or what was it that inspired you the most?
Oh, I think that the speakers, I love learning more about the mindset so that it can help people get past blockages that they can
Mm,
come up against. And we certainly had 3 or 4 really amazing speakers, which maybe we can touch on another day.
yeah.
Maybe a time for each one of them, because they all brought so much valuable information to be shared. Um,
Yeah.
and then for me, it was the announcement of WUN Fit. I just think that that was huge, huge.
Yeah, you and many others. That was a biggie, biggie. That so much buzz on that. I think these marketers really want at that particular product line to market. So good for them. You know, they now have that, and it's certainly a hot market on the shakes and the energy and the health and fitness. So glad to see it.
So,
Glad to see it.
so I think my closing word would be for anybody that's listening is that if you're sitting on the fence of joining the marketing industry in general, find something that you're passionate about, and you know, do your homework and step into that realm and see what it can do for you. I think it's an amazing, amazing profession.
Thank you. Well, with that, Kathleen, let's say our goodbyes, and hope everyone has a peaceful and great day.
Yeah.